Good morning, everybody. Hey, this is Marlon here again. Hey, just want to kind of show you this little project here. This was that little project we did. This was the last job we did at the end of the year, right before Christmas. Well, as a matter of fact, where we lost a little chainsaw at. You guys have watched the videos before, but these guys landscaped this front yard. You see that camellia there that stayed. That was the only thing in front of the house that stayed. They got a little walkway coming out of the garage. I like a little Marinelle holly right there on the end of that porch. Right here, some little plants in front. This job turned out real nice. Looks like a little weeping Japanese maple out here in the front. Got some uplighting on it. Landscaped out there. Got some stones out around the bed edge there. Real nice project. Got some stepping stones here. Go to the backyard. That's where that little retaining wall was. We hit a lot of little blocks we tore out right here, and had to get rid of this little wall right here. It's turned out real nice. But we're back today. A little different project. We got to get this little tree down up here, and we're gonna cut that baby. Get it out of the way from the landscaper. And these guys down here, they trying to get a rope up in this thing. But I'm gonna set you up here and see what we can do. We'll go from there. All right, folks, right here we got that tree notch right there. The board's down here pulling. We're gonna try to hand this thing over real easy. They're gonna pull. I'm gonna get up here a little closer. Go ahead and put a little pressure on it, fellas. It's real easy. Go back up the hill. Back up the hill. Pull it. Pull it just like that right there. Pull it. Beautiful. Beautiful. Beautiful right there. Keep pulling. Keep pulling. Keep pulling. You're doing good. That's exactly what we want right there. I'm gonna set this back up and come down there with you. Well, folks, what we didn't want that thing to do was just crash. We didn't want to tear all them limbs down that other tree right there. That's exactly what we was looking for right there. Mind you, we're not tree guys, but we've seen a lot of this stuff done. And these trees ain't big. It's just a little tight spot we're trying to get them put in. But the reason I went up on that ladder, I'm gonna show you right here why they untie the rope. The reason I went up on that ladder, we're about maybe 8 feet. 8 feet right there. If I would have cut that tree right here at the bottom, and I know you guys that follow Bucking Billy Ray, he's explained this 100 times. August Heineke as well. What we was trying not to do is hit this bush right here. All right, you can see right here, the tip of this bush is probably 4 feet, 3.5, 4 feet from that bush right there, that tree. That's what we was trying to do. If we'd have cut that at the base of that tree and put that tree right here, that's where we might have damaged that little plant right there. Now, all that to be said, we still got another one to get down as well. It's leaning a little bit further back. Well, I'm gonna set you up. We're gonna cut this tree right here, get it cleaned up, and we'll get the other one. The whole deal with this little project right here, like I said, we're not in the tree business, but we're trying not to overanalyze this thing and outthink it. We're trying to just come in here, do what we know will work, try to execute that, get this thing in. Because if you walk up on this thing and you start second guessing yourself, this and that and that and this, you'll be here all day trying to get these little old trees down. But let me set you up here and get on this saw. We'll get this thing cut up and diced up. We got to get on to another job up toward Winston. But that's that first little tree right there. We're going to drag it down in the woods and get rid of it. You buddy. All right, man. All right, you too. Hey, I'm back. Sun's coming out. Boy, a nice day. We got these trees cut down. You can see right there. They want to cut them squares in there. I don't know if that's a myth or what. Them little old squares right there. I guess they'll hold water and help rot that stump out. But they're gonna cover these stumps up with dirt. They got a pile of dirt right here. They're gonna make a bed right in here. What the whole object is to cover these tanks up where they can't see them. They got these big propane tanks down here. The neighbors and this one here. This is a good spot for it, but they just didn't want to sit over here, and they're gonna try to camouflage these things, I guess. But anyway, what we was talking about before, you seen on there where we cut those trees about 8 foot, stood on a ladder. That's really not the proper way to cut them. We don't climb. But them trees are probably 8-10 inches around at the most, and we cut that thing up about, I don't know, 7.5, 8 feet, so we could put them in this little area right here, in between these trees, without breaking these limbs off. That was the whole object of this whole thing, where we didn't come in here since we didn't climb. If we come in here and cut these trees and break off some limbs and have some hangers up in there, that wouldn't have been good, because we don't have the capability of getting up in there. And Wyatt, he climbed a little bit, dabbed at it, but that's not what we do. We're not climbers. He's not a climber. But anyway, I'm just babbling on here a little bit, as I say. But that bush right there and these grasses is what we're trying to save, keep from just slapping them with them limbs. We even thought about digging them up, just cutting the whole thing, but it worked out pretty good. I'm rambling on now. We cut these little stumps off right here, just cut them off even with the ground, and they're gonna cover them up. We're gonna get on. We got a pretty good drive ahead of us. We got to go to golly, probably about 40 miles up the road west of here, and dig out some stumps. We're gonna try to dig them out by hand, but it is wet and muddy. Rained all day yesterday. We didn't get a whole lot done yesterday, but anyway, that's that little project. Wrapped it up. I'm gonna get on out of here, and maybe we'll go up here and film a little bit of these, digging these stumps up by hand. We'll check with you in a little bit. We appreciate you guys tuning in with us. If you hadn't subscribed, how about hitting them buttons for us there? Like I said before, we're trying to get this little channel to move a little bit, but maybe on this one right here, if you guys like it, hit them like buttons for us, and let's shoot for about 25 likes on this thing if we can. Let's see what happens. We'll check in a little bit later.